Alright, welcome back everybody. Been a few days. It's kind of on hold. Ran into some issues with my DreamWorks, or I guess it's AirPower / DreamWorks gear failsafe / sequencer unit. I talked to a couple people, posted on RC Universe about it. You know what the problem I was having is, plugging in the actual servos that actuate the valves for the gear. You'd plug them in and they would start glitching, like not your typical hunt that you see. You see people talking about on like high techs and stuff, but like just glitchy. And I tried high tech, Futaba. I tried analog, digital. I tried multiple receivers, tried 2 different radios, I tried a Spectrum, tried to use my Futaba, and different channels all the way from the lower channels up to the higher channels, to see if it was something like people were talking about with the resolution and stuff being too much for the unit. None of it seemed to fix it, so I'm gonna send it back and have Todd check it out at DreamWorks. When I did get it to work, I would hit the switch, which is supposed to make the servo move to action the valve to make the gear come up or down. Well, I hit the switch, and you would see the gear doors, servos move like they're opening, and then the actual servo would start moving sometimes, and it would just go real slow. I mean, it would take 30 seconds just to go through its full travel. I sped everything up in the programming as much as I could to see if it was just a setting issue. Didn't fix it. And I had times when I'd flip the switch and the gear doors would work and then the air valve wouldn't move. So it was just inconsistent. So I think there's maybe got a bad unit. But had a good day. Got a few things in I've been waiting on, so that's a plus. Finally got you can see it over there. You zoom in here. Got my head in for my new Avanit Mastro Nitro that I've been building. It's a new Nitro version of their electric. There was an issue with the head on it. They had machined the blade grips out of tolerance, and it was just messing up the bearings and stuff in them, so I had to send it up, and it took like 3 weeks to get it back. Finally got my servo arms from DreamWorks for the Futaba to replace the JRs they sent me by accident. So that's a plus. Got a few other things in the mail, not RC related. Thanks, Paul. And my kid loves the cups and the flashlights, of course. And a couple other things happened today, but I'm not going to say anything about that for now. Hopefully everything works out, and then I can tell you guys about it later. F14's done with paint. That's a plus. I'm probably driving Eric Clapp crazy with all the emails and stuff, trying to get everything right with the F14. But anyways, when I get a for sure date, I'll let you guys know more about it and show you some pictures. But since I did get the servo arms in, I can go back in and now I can cut all the slots for the servos, which is kind of what I'm doing now. I had to take the servos out, put the servo arm, I centered them, make sure they're centered. I'm using the Futaba SWBs 2 inches just to give it clearance in these thick wings. What I did was measured, pushed the servo arm till it hits the bottom of the skin, took my ruler, measured in what the distance was from the edge till it hits the servo, and it was about 37 millimeters, so I marked that, and that's just going to be my start point. So I got kind of a little cutter bit, and I'm just simply going to open it up until I can start looking in and seeing where the get a good look on the servo. So let's see if this will work for you guys. Get some light over on. Hope y'all can see that. There we go. This stuff cuts so easy. This material they use, I forget what they call it. Let me get something to clean it up here. It's always nice to have the vacuum cleaner handy. I need to get a shop vac. Give me a little flashlight here. And right on. So I'm lined up. Now I'll just start cutting the line. Thanks, Paul. Alright, I'll leave that right there. I'll give myself a little work light. Alright. And you can see now, there's the arm. So, just gotta be careful not to hit your arm when you're cutting. And I do real small amounts, and I try to keep it as thin as possible, just so it's neat. Plus it, the air coming over this, if you got big holes here, it's just a place, a less aerodynamic route for the air to go. So, and now I'll just simply kind of continue down until I get the servo straight up, and then I'll just work the line with the servo as I go, and then I'll take a Dremel, not a Dremel, but a router bit for my Dremel. I'll just put it in there, and I'll cut a nice little line, clean it all up, and then I got some fingernail files. Thanks, Paul. That were supposed to go to my wife, but I'm going to take a few of them, use them to sand stuff with. They're pretty nice for that. So let me finish cutting this a little bit more. Get that servo arm back out of the way. I gotta get some earplugs. I'm gonna be deaf. There we go. That's really good. So you gotta be careful to get away from you. Cut it too big. You kind of get the idea. I'm just slowly walking it down. Looks like they didn't get a clean layup here, so the carbon's kind of spraying on me a little bit. Alright, so it looks like the servo's at about halfway. Ooh, feel it grinding in there. Get that shavings out of there. I don't particularly like to cut with the servo in there, but yeah, I got probably another inch or so. These servo slots are pretty long for the flaps because the flaps go like 80 millimeters, and I measured. You pretty much need the entire stroke from about right there all the way down to, you know, just where about the same spot as this one. So plus there's really no way to get your servo arm on these things without cutting a big enough slot for them. So let me finish this up real quick. Let me measure my other one real quick. Yeah, go just a little bit more. Alright, that's good enough for now. Alright, so what I'll do now is I'll take this router bit, run through there, clean up the edges really nice, and then I'll take some sandpaper to it. So this is kind of a long video. It's like 15 minutes already, kind of boring stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning this one up, and then maybe we can get the elevators done. Same way with the elevators. The only thing with the elevators is the servo's only inside. So you definitely have to put the servo on before, or the servo arm on before you put the servo in, because you can't see it because the servo head is on the inside facing the wingtip. So, but that's pretty much how I cut these. Like I said, I try to keep them as thin as possible. These SWB arms are pretty thin. So, but you guys take it easy. I'll get another video here in a little bit.